Barrier gates are super fun topics to talk about because they're basically the most powerful high-speed anti-tailgating mechanism that you can put at a vehicle gate. They're designed, everybody understands barrier gates, or some people refer to them as barrier arms. Those are the devices that we see at the airports that rise and come down immediately following the vehicle. Again, very, very powerful anti-tailgating tool because they're so fast acting. They're very imposing looking because nobody wants to have a barrier arm come down and chop the front of their hood. So we're all very cautious about not tailgating the vehicle in front of us, and that's what barrier arms do at vehicular entry. So any place that tailgating is a concern, being a revenue control application, which is again thinking about airports and pay for parking garages, or in a residential community, a condominium or an apartment or a gated community, sometimes not only do they have biparting or sliding swing gates, but they'll put a barrier arm or a barrier gate in there as well, again, as an anti-tailgating tool. Technology has advanced significantly in the barrier gate area. And as we know, barrier gates are a high-speed anti-tailgating tool used to prevent vehicles following other vehicles into places that they shouldn't. Now, what are the ways that that technology has advanced? And one of them is that in the past, there have been almost all revenue control type arms, which means that they're very aggressive. And it's because if you think about if that arm goes up and an extra vehicle gets out of that parking garage, that owner of that parking garage could lose $35 or $50 worth of revenue. So those arms tended to be very aggressive. So now we've had incidences where that technology has gotten more sensitive to people and obstructions and even impacting cars, where instead of the arm coming down and aggressively going to the full closed position, the arm will come down and stop just short of striking a vehicle, giving the vehicle a chance to back up, and then the arm reaching the full closed position. And again, all of these are in support of that anti-tailgating functionality. The technology's gotten really good because we don't want to strike vehicles. We definitely don't want to strike pedestrians and people and softer objects. But we still want to have that same kind of anti-tailgating impact. We still want to keep cars from not getting into places that we don't want them to, or not getting out of places that we don't want them to, but again, without doing any damage to vehicles or people. Integration dealers can use headlight stickers and barrier gates together in an inexorable way. Think of headlight stickers and barrier gates as best friends in being sure that the right vehicles get into the right facility at the right time. Because headlight stickers have directionality. Headlight stickers don't talk in every direction. They talk very specifically in a particular direction and frankly with a very specific range. Headlight stickers also uniquely identify the precise vehicle. So with barrier arms, which are fast-acting anti-tailgating mechanism, right? Barrier arms are barrier gates or barrier arms, are designed precisely to get the right car into the right facility or out of the right facility at the right time. Headlight stickers do that very thing precisely because they uniquely identify that vehicle. So unlike a clicker, which identifies a vehicle just generically, so if everybody in a community has the same dip switch setting, then every vehicle is identified as just a very generic vehicle. Versus headlight stickers uniquely identify that precise vehicle, so it's access granted to that facility at that day and time. So barrier arms as a tool, people put barrier arms in for very specific reasons, and those reasons are almost exclusively as a high-speed anti-tailgating function. So they close smartly behind a car to protect another or to prevent another vehicle from driving in immediately behind them. And because headlight stickers allow the directionality and the range, we don't have to worry about cars sort of stacking up behind one another and the vehicle third in line, letting number one and number two into the facility because it doesn't have the range. It's not going to read that far out by design. It's not that it can't, it's designed to not read that far. So the energy level of the RFID reader is adjusted to only read far enough to let one car in at a time. Unlike clickers, which don't have that functionality. They don't have any range control. They don't have any directionality. And that's why headlight stickers are best friends forever to barrier arms and keeping the right vehicles getting into the right facility at the right time.